Here we go. T. Hey, how's it going? Trying to get a game started. Good number of people in the lobby. Hey, VMR, what's up, man? Gotta get some people to join here. Hey, you know how the song request feature works, VMR? Are you here for that? I hear you. It's just 8 p.m. where I am. I got my kids don't go to bed until between 7 and 8, so about the earliest I can do on a consistent basis. You know, if I wake up at 4 in the morning or something and can't go back to sleep, I'll stream then. But okay, there's somebody, and they left. Hey, how's it going? Just need to get some people in a game. Let's see here. We need to lower the elo. Oh, here we go. We got one. Okay, we can go with 3. Tonight's not the tournament. Tomorrow's the tournament. Just let you know. Well, I guess he wanted to play 2-player. Just trying to get a game going. Sounds good. We need to lower the elo? Is that what's going on? Oh wait, we got somebody. And we lost somebody. Let's lower the elo a bit. Spam some invites here. We got one. See if we can get some more. Sure. You want? Nobody wants to join. You guys don't know I have song requests set up. So you can type in exclamation point songs space request space and then drop like a YouTube link to a music video and it'll queue the song up. So I'll just keep sending invites. No VMware is going to join in a minute. Are there games in the I mean, I can't join this. No one's going to be able to join this. 1189 to 1189. Dude just wants to play his exact elo. That's got to be an accident. All right, there's one. We got VMware coming here in a minute. That'll be 3. Do not stand to gain much elo so far. Wait for VMware to join here a couple minutes. I don't know if you're still listening, VMware. You give me 5 in a few minutes. All right. There we go. Everybody's got IFA. That's good. All right, 30 seconds. 30 seconds we can do. A lot of people have joined so far and just sat in the game for a minute and then just left without hitting ready. All right, now we've got 3. Okay, here's 4. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. And we're Rustviet. Good objectives too. All right, we've got Saxony Engineering in the game. We have Polania Innovative, Nordic Industrial, and we're Rustviet Mechanical. So Saxony Engineering is an F tier combination, and Nordic Industrial is D tier. But Polania Innovative is S tier and could give us some real problems, and is right up there with Rustviet Mechanical, which is also S tier. We've got to keep a careful eye on Polania Innovative, because what can happen is if Polania gets a good encounter and gets to the factory quickly and has the submerged mech and the speed mech, and turn around, jump lake, and steal our metal down here. Alright, we got a trade for 2 oil out of Saxony, looking to set themselves up probably with a produce upgrade next turn. I like to move with Polania, initially innovative, trade metal, move and trade metal again. What that allows me to do is to get 2 mechs out pretty quickly. Nordic had the move as their first action. What they go with second here. I feel like I've gotten Rust Mechanical quite a bit lately. I put up a Rust Mechanical video just the other night. Just like we thought. Juice into an upgrade. And we're gonna upgrade that deploy. Smart. I would trade for metal here if I'm Polania. I don't know what they're going to do, obviously, but I think rushing the mechs is the way to go with Polania Innovative, definitely. But they're thinking about it. Maybe they're not completely locked into a strategy here. Vimer in this game. Vimer has Nordic Industrial. Okay, we're gonna see produce out of Polania. Maybe he's looking to build a mine. Get off the peninsula that way. Reduce to deploy for Nordic. The longer Polania takes to get off their peninsula, the better the news is for us. Because what we want to do is these 3 productions we just did, build a Riverwalk mech, and then move over here to one of these farms. Then we've got 3 turns to produce enlist. Speed mech for Saxony. Solid first choice. Going to let them move to the encounter the first time they move. We'll move to the farm and then we'll produce enlist 3 times to get enough metal to build a mech again. Which means this spot will be vulnerable 3 turns. And if you wanted to get something to help you build a mech as Polania, you're sorely disappointed with this. I mean, the combat card does very little for you. You're basically looking at spending 1 popularity to get a enlist. But he's going to take the food. I mean, maybe he's happy to do that. Maybe he's going for a building strategy. What's up, Hypnotic Poker? How's it going, man? Rustviet Mechanical. Got a pretty powerful combination this first game. Okay, what does Nordic do here? You don't want the wood, really, if you're Nordic Industrial. It's not enough to build a building after that move action. You need 3. You take the combat cards, but then you're out of pop. Completely. Gonna do it. You know, I've gotten Russ a good number of times recently. I was in a real drought there for a while. Got the Riverwalk mech. Next turn we'll move probably to this farm to keep from exposing ourselves to Saxony on this one. Alright, what are we gonna do, Sax? I'd do number 3. You can get the enlist and you don't have to pay for it. Get that combat card enlist. I looked Russ, I don't know. Oh. He looked at my combat cards. And drew 3. That encounter. So we've got a building probably coming out of Polania here. Interesting. He doesn't want to give any information away to the rest of the players. That's fine. We've got good combat cards. As our neighbor to the north now knows. What we get out of Polania here? Okay, here comes the building. Gonna be a mill here or mine here, and he goes mine. I think that's the right call. He's just getting off of his base really slowly is the problem. I mean, it's good for us, don't get me wrong, but it's a problem for him. What are we going to do here? Well, we have all our workers. We definitely don't need food. And here's the thing. We have to produce 4 more times. To produce 3 times to get 3 enlist, a 4th time to get the 4th enlist and the metal for our mechs. So this doesn't really help us. So we're just going to take this because it's got popularity attached to it. That's really the only thing. The encounter did nothing for us at all, unfortunately. I mean, I think this is a solid Sax engineering so far. It went for the 1 upgrade, got on the village and the mountain, starting to alternate between produce to get a medal and to trade to get 2 more and deploy. What did Sax take out of that encounter? $2 and a pop. I really think that was a tactical mistake. Saxony could have definitely picked up either a combat card enlist or a deploy enlist, and it would have made a lot of difference in the amount of coin he has. I mean, took 2 coin and a pop, but he'd get 3 coins just off my mechs, 3 coins off his mech. That's 6 coins. And then up to 4 more off Polonius. So, or the combat cards, just be huge for him. Alright, Polonia. You've used 3 minutes more than everybody else. What do you want to do here? We're looking at Nordic up here. We've got to keep an eye on them. Because what we're probably going to see is a produce. Putting 2 workers here. And then maybe a second mech here. I'm anticipating Seaworthy. Okay, Polonia's going to move. I'll tell you what, I absolutely hate leaving the basis Polonia without at least a speed mech. Because it just takes forever to get to those encounters. I mean, I have seen people pull it off and pull it off well. It just seems so difficult. So next turn, I think Nordic moves down here, which is not ideal for us. I'm going to go for the deploy enlist. So what we wanted to do is we wanted to produce here 3 times, right? Get 3 enlists. Move down to our metal, produce 6 metal, and build our last 2 mechs. But now, Saxony gets second mech, no surprise there. Although they go Riverwalk, that is a surprise. Coming for you, Polonia. Well, maybe not. Polonia's got more power. Here's the thing. Nordic now can attack our metal. So what we're going to do is we're going to trade for 2 metal up here. We're going to put it up here so Nordic doesn't have a whole lot of incentive. Steal the metal we have down here. Looks like we got a bot over here in Saxony now. So the bots, there's a good chance the bot is just going to turtle and not really put any pressure on Polania or Nordic. Now Polania gets an encounter. They could get 8 resources off of this encounter. That's a huge target though. They do that. Oh, they're going to take the 2 pop. And 3 resources. All right. Nordic got a really good factory card. And they're not going to steal our metal. They're going to go for the combat here. I mean, why not? Going for the enlist gave them Gave them 2 power, plus a 3rd from the card. Nordic picks up 3 resources and a combat star. They're looking good here on 2 stars. Scary part's over for us though. We got to keep an eye on Nordic, but now we're locked down on this mountain with a mech. So this Polania's game is absolutely wrecked now. I mean, it took them 1, 2, 3, 4 turns to get here. Now they're back at base. I mean, what are they going to do? Just build another building here after a produce? And then what? Polania is dead in the water. Dead in the water. And this is why we went for the deploy enlist, because we knew that Nordic and probably Saxony, although we couldn't have known Saxony was going to be a bot. We thought they were going to make mechs and make mechs quickly, so. And I mean, sure enough, we missed out on 1 combat card, but no one else around us is going to enlist and funnel us any cards, unfortunately. Nordic is going to get all of their enlists off of that factory card. Polania is going to I mean, I don't know what Polania is going to do. They're in serious trouble. I mean, Nordic has Riverwalk now. I mean, Polania's not even going to spin that wood. Nordic's going to take the wood next turn. Doesn't need the pop. He has no pop. And his build is under his move, so rebuilding for Nordic if he wants it. If he'd put the mech here instead of over here, he'd have been able to move some workers to a village. And can he? 1, 2, 3. He can take the wood with his character if he wants. He's not going to do it. So he can't do this. He has no popularity. He can do that. Doesn't give him much, but it's something, I guess. Alright, this is enlist. This is the 3rd enlist. let's go. They both have oil on the ground, so let's go upgrade. So I guess we're gonna get a building out of Polania here. Probably right here. That's probably why he moved those workers out there. Check in on the score while Polania's thinking. We're up 6. Got a sizable coin lead. I mean, we're sitting on 13 resources, so that's giving us, that's the difference right now. I mean, I think it was solid for Nordic to use the factory card last turn. I mean, it makes a lot of sense doing that because their enlists are behind their deployment. What do they want here? I'm gonna take the food. Okay, so we already have our speed mac. We're gonna move. We're gonna make sure we bring the food with us. We're gonna do a little bit of spreading out. We're happy to see Nordic move over to this spot because that means they can't hit us with 2 units, and we'd be a little worried about losing all those resources. So we can go ahead and pick up an encounter here. Uh, hmm. Pop does nothing for us. We want to sacrifice the 4 coins to save 1 turn, is the question. So I think the answer is no, and here's why I think the answer is no. Sax is not out on the board yet significantly. I mean, we can attack their home base. The Nordics kind of showing they want to be on the water. So I think this game's going to last a little bit longer. So I want to keep my coins. Saving the turn is only good if I can rush the game. And it's going to be hard for me to rush the game because of combat availability. So I'd rather keep my lead as high as I can. Alright, next turn we reduce into enlist. We have enough food. And we make enough metal for our last 2 mechs. Wonder if Saxony's ever going to actually do upgrades. Oh, we did. Okay, what happened here? Gotta produce out of, produce and deploy out of Nordic. Nordic's power situation, they're low. They can't really challenge us here. We're not too worried. Got a lot of resources on this spot though. Right? What do we get out of? Gotta deploy in a coin out of Saxony. Alright, we're sitting on 41. Nordic's at 4 stars. Good news is we're ahead of them. They can end in 3 turns if they can get a combat. Be turn 15. Question is where are they going to get the combat? They could hit Saxony right here. Their factory card. Can they use the factory card this turn? Yeah, that's the play. They have artillery, right? Yeah. Shouldn't I attack the bot, right? Yes, you should. Oh. He ends next turn and spreads. Is it enough though? 35 plus, it's gonna be close. Hmm. We have to hit him here. Because since he was able to trade for that enlist, he gets enlist number 4 next turn and a combat. I didn't realize he was going to be getting one of his enlists off a regular trade action. So we'd like to make some more mechs, but we don't have a choice here. Don't like this. Really exposed right here, but we've got good combat cards. So this does a couple things. It gives us an extra territory. It gives us a star. Sure, it wipes out our popularity. But now, can't hit the bot. He's got to retreat to a lake here. And with 3 moves, the farthest he can get is here. So I don't think he can reach the bot anymore. What's the point total look like right now? 46. Nordic has to make up 19. He's played a great game. Rust Mechanical is just too strong. If I could look back and see one thing he could have done differently, he could have cost us an extra turn by knocking our worker here. But I'm not sure how much it would have helped him, because it would have just cost us 1 turn. And he did get a combat by going down here instead. And he did wreck Polonia's game and keep Polonia from being a threat. That was a really, really solid play. Polonia finally gets a mech in round 14. So, what's Nordic gonna do here? Yeah, he could have, couldn't he? He can't catch my score though doing that. He's got to spread out a lot more. He just used a regular move action. Power situation. He's still just got one. Yeah, maybe. I'm trying to grab the factory before anyone else can. I mean, Nordic can end the game anytime he wants. I'm still 3 moves away. Three, uh, 3 turns away from ending. So I can't let him catch my score. Does Nordic end it here for second? Looks like he will. Solid game from Nordic. Yeah, we were right to take the factory that turn. Yeah, he could have. I mean, I would have been forced to take the factory from him if he'd taken it. Or you're saying that he could have blocked the mountain. Um, yeah, I could have bumped the worker and then attacked the factory. I would have left myself with only 1 unit there. But he could have only attacked one-on-one if he'd used his regular moves to do that. I'll block the mountain with a mech. Yeah, that could have worked. That could have worked. That was the is actually he used the opening from my 3-minute Nordic video. Worked well for him. He played it and he used it well. He got a good factory card and he executed well. Almost won. I think you're right, Nunn. That would have been a good play to block the factory with a mech. I didn't have township. You played really well, Vimer. You did. You almost won. None here was saying that last regular move, you could have taken the factory and then put a mech on the mountain. And that would have kept me from taking the factory that last turn I had. Because I didn't have township and I couldn't have gone through your mech. That would have been a good play, I think. Okay, we got Dan Reel in here. Oh, we got 4. Yeah. Let's go. Let's go. And we're Tagawa with Crimea in the game. Of course we are. All right, agricultural. Tier list time. Oh. Crimea has militant. Oh, wait. Polania have engineering or something? I wasn't even paying attention. Is it even Polania? No, it's Albion. Albion Engineering, Nordic Patriotic, Tagawa Agriculture, and Crimean Militant. So Crimean Militant's up there at SS. Tagawa Agricultural, we're sitting on a B. Nordic Patriotic is a C. Albion Engineering is a D. So, I mean, this is Crimea's game to lose. Oh, gee. We're going to trade for some oil and set ourselves up for a move and an upgrade. All right, what does Crimea do? These first few moves are going to let us know if Crimea knows what he's doing. I mean, produce is a solid first option there. It's maybe not the absolute fastest. I don't know why that character's on the mountain there. All I can think is he's going for the tundra encounter. But that's kind of a bizarre place to have the character. I mean, why wouldn't you put it there? And that way you keep your options open to go for this one or this one at least. That just one basically locks you into the strategy of going here. Alright, let's move. Don't want to drop a trap token there. Let's upgrade our move and our enlist. This is what I want to do. I want to trade for 2 oil again. My mic is low volume. Maybe the music's too high. The mic volume looks pretty good on my end. Is the music too loud? Maybe. Yeah, he goes for the tundra. All right, what do we got here? Just moved. He'd like food, but he just has oil or building. Yeah, the mic's up all the way and it's... I don't know what that would be. I'll think about it, see if I can think of a way to make it. Hello? Hello? Yeah, that doesn't change it. Okay, I'll give it some thought. We already got the combat card enlist out of Crimea. They're going for the double produce and the double enlist. It's not my preferred way of playing it, but it is a strong way to play Crimean Militant. I mean, this game is really theirs to lose. And especially with Albion moving up here like this. Yeah, it is showing up fine in OBS. Realistically, we may be playing for second in this game. What's under the move? Get an upgrade out of this? With Patriotic, that would be really solid. To go for 3 resources and to get... Okay, food. Yeah, that's an enlist. That's going to be useful. Here's the part where we go get our encounter, and we don't forget to place a trap. I'd like to see oil off this encounter, I think. Yeah, that's going to save us a turn, because we're going to want to get one more upgrade in a little bit. And let's drop a trap. And upgrade our bolster and our enlist. How are we doing here? Right up there with Albion. Crimea bringing up the rear. Just wait. So, Hypnotic Poker, you want to put traps. There's a few things you think about when you're Tagawa. You want to put traps down in such a way that people don't want to attack you. But you also want to put traps down in such a way that you claim territory, because that's territory is coins and points. So this is a good place for a trap because it protects my character, but it's also a good place for a trap because I don't really have a lot of interest in getting mechs with the agricultural board. So the chance that I'm moving a worker up to this spot to claim this territory is pretty slight. This trap is going to give me a territory that I otherwise wouldn't get credit for in all likelihood. Combat card recruit out of Nordic. Now we're going to produce, and that gives us the one food we need to bolster into an enlist. So we're clicking along here. I am going for the enlist star, the build star, the worker star, my objective, and in combats if I can get them, but if not, maybe the power star. But honestly, the chances that I get to 6 stars in this game with Crimea Militant in the game is really low. So my strategy here is to stall the game as much as possible. So we have no mechs out on the board from either of our neighbors. That's absolutely fantastic. We're going to get a lot of benefit out of this deploy enlist. So let's take power here. Let's see that it matters too much, but I'm going to take the popularity. Yeah, I could suicide to win, or hopefully I get enough points fast enough that I can just keep Crimea from going ahead and winning. That's the militant board's just so fast. Just seems unlikely that's going to happen. Plus, I'm funneling Crimea cards, which I'm sure he really appreciates. We got that was a trade, right? And we get. Wait, is Crimea? How does Crimea just have the one enlist? Oh, because he traded for metal. Don't quote me on this, but I think Crimea's elo was like 1296. I've played Zanriel before. He's a good player. Things going for us. We have good objectives. Things not going for us. Albion's just gonna Run out here with no combat cards and make himself a target. Yeah, that's not ideal at all. Thought Albion had some food at one point. Let's see here. Let's get to 5 workers. Here's where no, I think I'm gonna go ahead and bolster enlist one more time. Yeah, militant. For me, a militant earns a lot of coins. We have more so far, but he's just got 3 bottom row actions. Shouldn't have moved there, coin deploy. So, I don't hate the moving the second worker to the food, but I usually like to do it when I'm at 5 workers instead of 8. Hypnotic Poker, top 10 right now for ELO is probably like 470 or 1470 or 1480 something. If I had to guess. Okay, we're going to go for the popularity enlist here. Because next turn, we're going to move 3 workers up to this forest and start building buildings as we get the rest of our enlist. We can get to tier 3. 1507, yeah. Sounds about right. Been farming that ELO none. Playing those 2-player games. Albion wants the factory. At least he's off of that tunnel now. At least he's going to get some combat cards, right? Gotta be combat cards. This is water. See? All right, what did we miss here? What did Nordic do? Got two mechs now, so they're probably going to factory next turn. Yeah, there's a. I like drinking out of a scotch glass while I stream, even if I'm just drinking water. Okay, what are we upgrading? We're upgrading our produce so that we can produce more workers here, and our build so that these 3 workers are enough. And how are we doing? We're up there. For me, is going to move, right? See, okay, here's what I don't like about what Crimea has done. They're at 3 enlists and 1 mech. That means they're probably going to move a bunch of workers to metal here. They're going to make their second mech, right? They're going to produce. They're going to get their fourth enlist. They're going to make their third mech. Then what are they going to do? Then they basically have a dead turn where they can't get a bottom row action before they move and make their next mech. They won't have a factory card. There's going to be a turn that's just wasted in this sequence. Which is why I like starting with a trade for metal instead of starting with a produce. For me, it goes for Riverwalk here. We can either start going toward the factory. I mean, Crimea's at 6 pop. I don't think they want to bump these workers. I think they want to grab this encounter and go to 7 popularity. They are going to have to produce one more time. Get the metal they need. What's Albion doing? Albion is winning. Been dunking on their strategy, and there they are at 29 coins. Yeah, I'm rotating through the factions. I'm gonna do a Crimea video next. Been trying to decide which mat to go for. I did engineering last time. So there's 6 options. I don't know which. What do you guys think? 3-minute video on Crimea. What would be the best mat to do with engineering down? Don't say patriotic. I'm not doing patriotic. All right, Nordic. Nordic goes for broke there. Throws down a lot of power. Well, there goes Albion being in first. Industrial, agricultural. Okay, what you got, Nordic? What you got? Industrial, ag, industrial or ag. We're not going to make this worker yet. I'm going to wait till our last 2 produces to turn that one into 2 and that into, and those 2 into 4. But we are going to go monument. I'll put it right here. I was thinking maybe industrial. We're holding our own here. Look, Box, Nordic Engineering has some seriously legit mechless strategies. The only reason it's not higher is because they're vulnerable to disruption. But if you get a game with no Albion and no Saxony in your Nordic Engineering, I'm gonna have as many stars as I can get. I just don't know how long the game will last. See, Crimea is already getting ready to catch us. They're at 17 coin. Where are their points coming from, though? Oh, 2 stars. Albion rears its ugly head. Okay, stars. You know, I'm wondering if instead of the enlist, if I should keep moving. Gotta reduce into an enlist from Nordic. Albion's making a showing here. I'm gonna try moving here, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna move. Comeback hard trap would be... it won't hurt Crimea too much, but it'd be a little bit nasty, right? Take a little bit of territory, get a little bit of spread. Do the bolster into the enlist next turn. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do Nordic engineering. The thing is, I'm trying to wrap around the board clockwise. So I just did Tagawa, so Crimea would be next, then Saxony, Polonia, Albion, and then Nordic. Structured bonus is lakes. I'm not going to benefit from it that much, just because of the nature of my strat. Probably going to put a mill here next time I produce. I may forgo the enlist here and just build another building. Move again. So, Riverwalk gives you access to the center of the board, which is where most of the action is. Where Wayfair, especially with Tagawa and Albion in the game, the only places you can go to do with Wayfair are just other bases. Plus, the nature of Wayfair is that this is your first movement and then here. So each move action only lets you pick up 1 territory with Wayfair, whereas Riverwalk, you can move here and here and pick up 2 territories, and then the middle of the board is open to you. I think that's why people typically go with Riverwalk. I mean, you're not going to be able to find combats in these unoccupied home bases. Ships probably sailed on tier 2 with Crimea, right? They do not have an upgraded move. And I'm not going to make an oil here. I don't want Crimea to have any extra reason to bump that worker. Put a mill here. And because we're in a stall game, let's go ahead and reveal our objective. Get rich or cry trying. So far, we've got a solid stall going. Wayfarer is good in 6 players until they take all the farms. Then everybody's on all the farms and you can't do anything. Take the pop. Take the pop. Go for that tier 2. Or they forgot and you surprised Polani in his base. Yeah, that's always fun. Send one back as a warning from Crimea. I did it to Albion. Yeah, Albion has to watch out for Crimea. So does Tagawa. You gotta trap the farm if you're Tagawa. Yeah, 6-player Wayfarer is... I don't know how strong it actually is, but it is fun as all get out. Yeah. Yeah, it's fun. All right. What do we do here? I usually focus more on the bottom row actions, but I'm trying to take territory and stay ahead. It's a trade action, right? Each trap counts as counts as control of the territory at the end of the game if no one else controls it, and the trap is activated. So it's not control. So like if I had resources here, I couldn't spend them. But yeah. I don't think the game lasts long enough for me to go for the power star, in all honesty. The math isn't there either for the power star. If somehow I miraculously stall this game out long enough, I might go for the power star. I mean, Albion's at low power. Crimea can hit them. Who else? Me. Crimea can theoretically end this turn, right? Attacks here, attacks here. Builds a mech. That would do it. I think if they've got 2/5s, I think they end here. Yeah, Nordic sees the writings on the wall. I'm just trying to maximize some points here. Pick up a combat. So the one thing that might hold Crimea back from ending. Oh, I'm gonna bolster enlist here, right? So they may not have enough power to do it. We gotta take these coins. A little bit helps. So would that put us 52? If they win these two combats, they still pick it up, I think. It'll be close. They get 4 territories, which is 8. Plus 2 stars would be 14. We lose 3, that's 17. They lose 4, it's 13, that's enough. Now they're gonna take the factory. Yeah, a lot of coins for the deploy. They're not gonna end this turn. I'm guessing they attack Albion for the other one. Did I hear him move? What do you... So much coin. We could get 3 more turns, we'd have a shot because we could get to tier 3, but I don't think we get 3 more turns, do we? Crimea may not be able to get 2 combats in the same turn though, where they might not be that aggressive. Because ideally what we do is we get tier 3, we get far enough ahead, and then we suicide Crimea. Okay, we're going to make this other worker. And I want to put the mine here. So I'm going to put the armory here next to this lake. Yeah, they don't have a factory card, so they can't move at all. So we get 1 more turn, but that just gets us to 12 pop. They're at tier 2 though now. Yeah, Crimea just went up to 7 popularity, which is giving them 14 points. So they're not actually beating us without that tier 2 right now. I need 13 pop for tier 3. So I'm going to get 1 off this bolster to enlist. And then I get oh, I forgot making the worker there costs me a pop. I think I still trade. I think I still produce. Right? Keeps me at 12. Okay, let's do the math on that. Let's assume I get it one more turn. I get 10 points for the next tier. I get 2 stars. This does not look like Crimea's ending. Yeah, bids would be nice right now. Crimea would be in some serious trouble if there were bids. Bid games are the best, man. They are the best. I'm playing a bid game tomorrow in the final of the tournament. Yeah, the bidding is in and of itself is really tense. So Crimea's done one of their moves. So they cannot end this turn. So we get one more turn. So we trade for a pop. It gets us to 13 power, and then we could turn around. I think that's what we're going to do because it's 9, 10 points. We trade for a pop. And trading for a pop gives us a power, so we could turn around and bolster for a star and get to 14 pop, then produce and get 2 stars. Crimea just spreading a little bit. Yeah, man, we're talking about what to do after the tournament, and we're gonna have something. We're still working out on what it's gonna look like, but there'll definitely be like a continued like community of competitive games that we're working on. Definitely want to keep that going. Okay, Crimea taking a power and combat card 1. Right now, they cannot chance that that's a popularity trap. Not, but if it is, and they end the game, or they attack here and they lose popularity, they lose. A lot of food, though. $38 since lockdown. I believe it. I believe it. Get a little spread from Nordic here, maybe. That's good though. I mean, it boxes us in, but it boxes Crimea in too. Oh, Nordic just has 1 combat. No, they have both combats. But they can mech deploy next turn, right? Where are they on the scoreboard? Oh my gosh, Crimea's come out, or Nordic's come out of nowhere. Go VMer. VMer. It's amazing, man. 10. We get 15, 14 points if we trade for a pop. That gets us to 81. 81 and Nordic. Now we got to worry about Nordic. Nordic spends 2 metal, turns around and gets 4 coins and a star. It's 8. They lose 2 from losing the metal, so that's 6. 79. We get to 81. We get to 80 because we have to spend a coin on this pop. I did that math wrong. How did I get that wrong? Seven, 8. Counted something wrong. This is Nordic's game. This is a huge accomplishment if Nordic pulls this off. I mean, Crimea has to attack Nordic. Can he, though? He can't move. Yeah, he can. Oh, what's he thinking? That's not going to be enough. Is it? Crimea just played for second, didn't he? I think Crimea wins tiebreaker. I think yeah, Crimea wins the tiebreaker if Nordic ends. Even if he skips the top row action, he loses 2 points from the medal, picks up 3 from the mech, and 4. That's 7, 5. No, I think you lose. Three gold. Well, no, it's 4 gold because he'll skip the top row action. It's 4 gold plus, no, 4 for the star. No, 4 for the star. That's what I got. He's gonna do it. Rats. I think I'm right. I warned him. Oh well. Oh well. Yeah, it happens, man. I mean, you get Tagawa Agriculture. It's just how it works. You get Tagawa Agriculture with Crimea Militant in the game. And it's just, what are you going to do? Like, I feel really good about how that went, actually. I mean, we stretched it out 18 rounds. You ended for second, Viemer. You ended for second. If I had one more turn, well, I was going to get a star the next turn, and then 2 stars the turn after that if I could. I did not envision Crimea being the one to not being the one to end that game, though. Went what, 18 rounds? Crazy. All right, let's get some other people in here. Echo Papa in here. Felt really good about second in that game. What's up, Poach Trout? How's it going? I think Crimea could have been a little bit more efficient. All right, Lord of the Gods. Catch you later, man. Okay, we got Nordic Industrial, and we've got a decent objective here. See what the other combinations are. Crimea Mechanical. And Rustfield Engineering. Yeah, I think that's right, none. So Crimea Mechanical is S tier, Rustfield Engineering is A tier, Nordic Industrial, which is what we have, is D tier. So we're just gonna rush this game and hope for the best here. The chances that the factory card is gonna help us out in a 3-player game is substantially lower though. Produce out of Rustfield. Probably a produce out of Crimea as well. Sure enough. Trade for metal to set ourselves up for a produce into a deploy. Alright, solid. Trade for 2 foods. Set himself up for a produce enlist. Yeah, I've got industrial, poached trout. Game gave me Rust Mechanical at first, but it's not been kind since. Okay, what do we do here? We move, take the encounter, trade for metal, produce, move again to the factory. We could take these 2 workers over here. That lets us get the second mech quicker. But then it takes longer to get the worker star. I'm not sure which I think is better, really. What do you think, none? Take the 2 workers over here, or wait till I have 4 and take them down here? I think I'm going to take them down here. Take it to the mountain. Oh, you're too late. This works out. And let's go for, we don't really need this 3rd resource, do we? I mean, it does not need to be metal. That's what we know we don't need. Take a food, I guess. Yeah, none is boring stream. One upgrade and 2 resources. Does he want that? I find this setup somewhat questionable. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what he does with it. One upgrade and 2 resources. Oh, that's a great one for him. He can upgrade the, yep. Get his enlist off of that. Perfect. We get a trade for metal out of Crimea now. Tell you what, Crimea Mechanical is just... Everyone does the same thing for like the first 6 or 7 moves. Until you have to decide between 5 and 8 workers, there's like no variance whatsoever with that map. Alright, let's put Seaworthy on the mountain. Let's see here. Now we take factory card. Give us enlists. Give us enlists. This is not what I wanted to see. I mean, we don't have combat cards, and everything costs combat cards instead of this. And this one is terrible. We have to get resources to use it. But, I mean, what's the choice? Oh. What's the choice? Yeah, the food does help me. But I need, what, 4 enlists, and that's 1 food? I needed a different card. So I'm not really sure what to do here, because what I'd like to do is I'd like to use this factory card, move 3 workers down here. And next turn produce 3 workers, metal, use these 2 metals, and get 2 stars. Yeah, yeah guys, I think you're right. I think I gotta go encounters, right? I mean, you don't want the food if you're Crimea. Does the enlist help you? I don't think it really does. What they take? They took the enlist. Ah. Yeah, I don't like this. Here's what we do. Hmm. Go wreck Russ's day. That's right, Russ. You can't produce. Oh, how we doing? We got double everyone's score, and we've delivered Russ a significant setback because he can't produce. So he's got a bolster or something, right? This is interesting. I don't know what to make of him moving here. Especially if he's not. Is he going to attack me with 2 units? All to get his oil back? Well, that kind of seals for me what I'm going to do. Good night, poached trout. Yep, can't use the factory card this turn, but it's going to buy me another, what, 2? Mia have Riverwalk, they do not. Take this 2 food. Yeah, it's working. It is working. Hmm. Thanks, Navid. Uh, let's go here. Ooh. Guys, we're looking at tier 2 now. Mia has Riverwalk now. They could attack us if they so choose. They might. Nope, they're just gonna run their engine. They're not worried about us. I mean, maybe they should be, but... Are we really gonna have enough resources? No, here comes Russ. Yep. You know, that's unfortunate. He'll play all his cards. Nope, just enough. Needed that oil. I should have spent one. Should have spent one. Well, fudge. What now? Yeah, I can produce this turn though. So I either come up with something to trade for. I think I have to trade some resources up here. Russ just added a turn. Spread. I have all my max. Okay, I'll spread. I think that's a good idea. I did that wrong. I could have picked up my objective. Been completely on the water. Too late now, I guess. No, I have 3 tunnels. All that spread. Just 6 points ahead. Got that Russ had 3 mechs. There's one up there too. It's got Township. Oh, I was afraid of that. That's just cruel, Russ. Why are you doing this to me? I'm freaking Nordic Industrial. Oh, well. He's afraid. Afraid of me. I'm not producing now, so... I know what I'm gonna do. He left his oil behind. Yeah, take his oil. Don't know if I'll hold it, but... That hurts, right there. Doesn't help Russ that much either, but it really hurts me. Let me get the pop. Crimea attack me or Russ? Gotta attack one of us. Probably Russ Fiat, right? Why me, Crimea? Go for Rust Fiat. He has 0 power. I'll artillery you. Okay, both. That's understandable. It's bold right there. Look at Russ with 0s. No. Needed to produce. Could have moved over there. Oh, it wasn't too late. Whatever. Probably should have done that and taken the metal. How many points on one pop? 12? Yeah, it did. It didn't help Russ any. For me, it has an objective he can do. It's over next turn. Maybe I should have traded for popularity. But this way I can get it in list next turn. If there's a next turn, I can use my factory card, pay these guys in, move this worker over here, get 2 popularity, and set myself up for the worker star next turn. Too many turns to end it. Rush just has no coin, no power, no combat cards. It's a rough spot to be in, no doubt. Uh, they got a factory card where they spin coin, and yeah, I don't know. I don't know. No CCs. No CCs, no power. Nothing. He's just trying to spread out. Alright, can Crimea end it? Is the question. Can Crimea get an objective? What do you think? King of the Hill? That is King of the Hill. King of the Hill? Northern advantage. Good game, Crimea. Good game. We could have traded for Pop that turn, but it wouldn't have mattered. Yeah, he's 64. -6. Second with Nordic Industrial. That's rough. That's rough. That's what happens in this game. We had a chance with a better factory card. We could have gotten the 2 coins for enlist. We just got one Nordic. We just got bogged down by the bogged down with the resources getting stolen. Saxony. Innovative. Gosh, awful objectives. Oh my gosh. Okay, Polani Mechanical. Nordic Industrial. Rusviet Cultural. So we've got Polani Mechanicals A. It's probably an A- at best. Got Rusviet Agricultural, which is an A. Got Nordic Industrial, which is D. And we're Saxony Innovative, which is A, but our objectives. Oh gosh. I think I'm going for balanced workforce. What are the mats here? Mechanical's gonna have some power. Nordic's gonna be out on the board, low power. Right? Can't touch Rusviet. Go for balanced workforce. Probably backfire in my face, but what I'm thinking here is, you know, I produce, I trade to oil, I upgrade my enlist, I produce again next turn, upgrade my enlist again, then produce, build a mech, trade for 2 food. And who knows, maybe we get to, maybe we get rich or cry trying doing this. And get that deploy list out quick enough. Got a shot. Not deploy. The deploying list? I'm not saying the way I'm playing is completely advisable, but I'm going to try it. I want both of these objectives. What are you going to get, Nordic? Gonna get 3 wood and build a building? Yep. He's gonna build a mill. Build a mill. Ooh, that's interesting. Stay. Um, comes up, produce and a deploy out of Nordic. Thankfully, Nordic's not our neighbor because we'd be missing so many of these mechs right now. Now, Melania gonna get out of this. One worker and 2 resources would be good. And you could have gone for the structure too. Probably should have taken the structure. Right, you put the mine there, you take a metal and either another metal or probably 2 metal. You deploy speed next turn. Guys, if you don't know, you can request songs by typing in !songs space request space and then drop in like a YouTube link to a music video. So have fun with that if you want. What are you gonna get, Nordic? Oh, Nordic got an objective. Anybody see what it was? This is a long song, so if anyone wants to request a song, I can skip it. Uh, this is the best song. Got buildings out of Nordic. Problem with going for buildings in Nordic, I mean, it's solid. He'll have 3 of them, but he gets no combat cards, and he gets no power out of doing the buildings. That's why the enlists are so powerful. You get those 2 power and those 2 combat cards. It's just huge. Okay. Free resources. Is that a factory move? Yeah. Ah, 3 wood. You have the pop. He has the pop. He can take the, or $2. 3 wood. Gonna churn these buildings out quickly, it looks like. It's gonna be tough. Get the combats. What do you take? Food. Maybe he wants to try to get to tier 2. Hmm. really hope I get an enlist off of this. Now I have all my food. I have food for all my enlists, guys. Check that. And 3 upgrades. Hey, Gritty Willis. How's it going? Come on, Polani, build some mechs. You know you want to. You know you want to. An upgrade out of Polania. So what's it looking like? We can get I think we're gonna do an upgrade. I mean, we don't need an upgrade is the problem. I mean, we have enough to get to 3 enlists, so just a minute, guys. All right. Let's see, if I produce now and I get to 3 workers, I can get to 2 enlists next turn. Is the upgrade worth it? I don't need the upgrade is the thing. But if I don't get the upgrade, yeah, then I can trade for like metal. Well, how many metal am I gonna need? I'm gonna need 1, 2, 3 more produces, 3 more mechs. 1. Trade for metal. Now I have all the metal I need for my mechs and my enlists, so long as I keep 1 worker on metal the entire time. There's a coin. We're gonna get what, 6 more coins out of this. We can get 6 more coins out of this. We can get rich or cry trying if we don't. We just wait to move. Not sure if turtling Saxony makes a whole lot of sense, but I need that coin. Rusty is gonna have to produce again. All right, we got balanced workforce. So what do? We produce next turn, we go 3 workers and 2 mechs. That puts us at 13 coin. We gain 2 coin, and enlist again. Puts us at 15 coin. Go to 5 workers and 3 mechs, that puts us at 17 coin. We got 18, 19 coin off the enlist bonus. So if we get another deploy, rather than gaining coin the last time, we can move. So we'll have enlists, mechs, workers, and 2 objectives. I mean, that's 5 stars. Theoretically come out of our base, get 1 combat, and into the game. Oh, Rust gets their encounters stolen. Anything good in there? Nordic's pop situation. They took popularity earlier off the first option. That 2 combat cards is 3 power is really tempting. That solves their combat problem. Wasn't paying attention. Where'd they get that enlist from? Yep, they took the 2 combat cards and 3 power. I think that was the right call. Plus, it doesn't leave anything on the ground for Rusviet to take. Nordic probably retreats to the lake after losing this, in all likelihood. This has more power and plenty of cards. Oh, clutch. Clutch, Nordic. It's amazing for them. Wow. Wow. Most passive. Yeah, that was pretty amazing. The most passive Saxony I've played in a long time, at least with the innovative mat. Yeah, that hurts, Russ. That hurts. What am I missing, though? Oh, the mill. Okay. Build 2 buildings away in a combat, right? Oh, we're just at 5 workers. Need 1 more produce. Alright. Does anyone want to build a mech? No, no one wants to build a mech. No one wants to build a mech. Nordic kicking our butts now. No, it's close. Really close. Oh, okay, so we produce next turn. That gets us to 19 coins. Then we can move out of our base. Could even attack Nordic if we wanted to. We don't care about the pop. That's a good factory card. I think it's turn 11. A little late for them to take advantage of it, but it's a good card. No one's looking at tier 2 this game in all likelihood. This is probably building number 3 out of Nordic, right? That bonus. Farms and tundras. And then you gotta move 1 mech and 1 worker off. You gotta leave 1 worker there. Maybe we should have moved and attacked Nordic last turn. Probably should have. I mean, Nordic probably can get their second combat. Yeah, okay, that works. Because the building bonus is... I mean, I don't know why you don't take that worker to a farm or a tundra. Right? So produce, and then factory move into a combat. You win the combat, the game's over. I guess he's leaving those 2 so I can't attack him there. I mean, I get that, but why not put this worker here instead of here? The building bonus. What is Nordic doing this turn? Producing? Gotta be, right? Can't use their factory cards, so they're gonna produce. Hmm. So if we attack Nordic here and enlist, we get 2 stars. That's good. Them taking a mech there is good. Nordic's going to be able to end this game pretty soon. And the downside of attacking them is it helps them spread their workers out. Coming up on what should be a really good turn for us. See what Nordic does, but feel good about it. All right, Nordic. This requires a lot of thought, but yeah, produce. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to attack here, disarm Nordic, throw enough to win the combat. We're going to send all these workers to either lakes or home, right? Then we're going to take our third mech and this worker to this spot, right? We leave ourselves a little vulnerable if we do that. We don't attack with all 3. But doing it means Nordic can't end the game next turn because they won't have a worker available anywhere to build. So what do we have to do? We disarm them first so they can't artillery us. I think I'll be fine as far as the mech goes. I just need 3 workers on this spot and 1 worker on this spot, right? So I'm gonna move. Leave the resources. Attack with 1. Attack with 2. Bump with 3. Game's over if we don't win this. We get a next turn. It's over. And we're up. And unless I missed a worker somewhere, and I don't think I did, there's 3, 7, 8. Nordic can't end. They have 0 power. They can't artillery us. They attack with 2 units, but I'm willing to bet our cards are better than theirs. And that wasn't more territory if you drop the worker at the forest. He stole wood. Oh, but he was just at 3 buildings? It's Rusviet's turn. Oh, he didn't get the combat. And we left our metal behind. So we're okay to lose this. We can't spend power, whatever we do. It's our turn next. So we don't need combat cards anymore. So let's throw a 5. Why not? Yeah, I left the workers so that if I lost there, I could still end. What are the points looking like? This is game, guys. It worked. It worked. Oh gosh. Balanced workforce and get rich or cry trying with innovative board. We pulled it off in 14 turns. All right. Nice. Few days. I'll be right back, guys. Gonna let this fill up. start this. Saxony again. Engineering. Game hates me tonight. Navid, I think you played well. You should have won there. The only way I kept you from winning was bumping that worker, I think. No, your play was solid. What are we doing here? In a rush. Agricultural Rustviet, Albion Patriotic, Saxony Engineering, and Industrial Crimea. So, tier list time. Albion Patriotic is C tier. Rustviet Agricultural is A tier. Crimea Industrial is A, maybe A plus tier. And Saxony Engineering is F tier. So, yay for us. What do you think, guys? Do we go for balanced workforce 2 games in a row as Saxony? I don't think that's a good idea. Crimea wins, calling it now. All I needed to see was the produce. Oh, Crimea produced. They're going to win. Come on, none. No faith? You don't think I can win with Saxony Engineering? Against red and yellow? Albion's going for max. Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. Crimea produced, traded for metal. Albion's produced, and Rustviet's back for their second produce. You're all caught up. I like the painted characters. Agricultural. 5 worker agricultural. Probably see a trade for oil next, right? Set themselves up for an upgrade as they move to the farm. Unless they go to 8 workers, they could still do that. Getting an enlist, they'll go for the recruit enlist and the combat cards. Sure enough. Get their mech next turn. Need a killer encounter here, like 2 enlists would be nice. What do we upgrade? We upgrade the bolster and the deploy, right? Just thinking here. I produce and upgrade bolster and the deploy. Then I can turn around and trade for food and a metal. Get my second Mac. Produce. Probably shouldn't have taken the workers yet. So Albion's getting their first mech out, which is good. Gives us something to go fight. We're happy to see Rally there, because it maybe means they're going to move off their back line before they get their combat cards. Maybe going for this encounter next. No upgrade for Rusty at 8 workers. Oh, but they got it off the encounter. Lucky them. They should have taken a food there though, because that means one produce gives them enough food. The upgrade to the enlist, but they didn't upgrade the enlist. Okay, that's not how I would have done it, but I'm sure they've got a plan. Oh, none. They did the way you like to do it, where they trade for the wood there. Gonna move and build a building. Alright, foundations of the empire. That was easy. Free pop is nice. Did they move to the farm? They did move to the farm. It's unfortunate. We're gonna get combat cards before we can get to them. There's the building from Crimea. What's the worker split here? 3 on the mountain, 2 on the... yeah. It's the 2 pop. Think he goes mine? Yep, he goes mine. Alright. Here's where we hope for 2 food off an encounter. Right? And now mountain to mountain. No, there's my food. Too expensive, right? Can't afford that. What am I gonna do with the oil though? So if I produce next turn, if I do this, it's 3 coins more expensive than if I had just created it, but it saves a turn. Am I even gonna be able to find combats though? No. I'm gonna need that coin to bolster, I think. Wait, Crimea has no combat card. Rusvia gets an objective. Probably monopolize the market, I'd think, right? Gotta be scout, right? He'll enlist and get combat cards next turn anyway. No, it's Wayfair. Oh. Could have gone for the Riverwalk mech, but I'm pretty sure he's going to. Because what I'd like to do is I'd like to trade for 2 food next turn and then move. Maybe go to the factory if there's no obvious combat. I'll get Riverwalk next. Alright, Albion, what's it gonna be? Move is over. Upgrade. Get an upgrade. Combat card. Gonna get oil? Yes. The score, we gotta be losing, right? Well, that's not terrible. Crimea could come attack us if they wanted to. Although they have almost no power and just 1 combat card. Nope. Don't want to attack us. One move. I don't know what to make of the Crimea move. Yeah. So I think next turn we move and go mess up Crimea, right? Start spreading out. They'll probably get scout this turn though, which we could have moved last turn and attacked them. We probably should have. I just kind of wanted to get that food first. Still have 3 enlist left to do. They might enlist. What will it be, Crimea? Enlist or upgrade? I did not see that coming. Okay, still no scout mech. Well, this was gonna be fun. Oh, I'm grabbing the food. Crimea cares a little bit about their pop at this point, I think. I want him to go all out here. What are the chances I have 2 5s, right? Pretty darn close. Of course, I've taken my neighbor's ability to actually create enlists, so a mixed bag. Um, so, no more mechs for Crimea. Not for a while. I mean, they could trade for the metal, I guess. And only 1 power for them. Score. Winning barely. He could attack me, I guess. Give up 2 pop. He saved that power to produce, though, so I don't think he will. Sure enough. Maybe just one-on-one there. Yeah. Gives us a combat card. Could have won that. It would have wiped us clean, though. What's he at? Desperate to get back on that mountain. Can't move this turn. Yeah, I haven't really changed it, so maybe it's on your side. I don't know, though. Be nice to end next turn, wouldn't it? I don't think that's happening, though. Not with Albion up. I do get a card off of Albion, though. That's nice. Surely Crimea goes with Scout now. Don't think he's going to attack me. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, is go for the factory. Pick up some territory. Get a deploy enlist. And pick up some combat cards. You got Scout, right? Doesn't really matter. Combat cards aren't that good. Slow down Albion a little bit while we're at it. And here's where it'd be nice to have a better objective. It would have been 12 turns with a better objective, guys. I mean, it wasn't and it wasn't, but... So on this turn, what do? We bolster, right? Up by 10 though. Round 12, just need 1 star. Can't, and we can attack there, right? But from what? With what? Just that one. Two turns? Turn 14? Something crazy doesn't happen? Gotta pick on Crimea. The only person we can win a fight against. We can hit Crimea with 3 different units right here. I don't like that though. Cards are not that great. What does Crimea do? Thanks, none. It's not over yet. They bolster. What I thought they'd do. Russ is too early in his strategy to really intervene and do anything. I mean, this is the only place we can hit, right? So if he has 2 5s, we can play 13. We could play 4 plus. It'd be close. It'll be real close, especially with Scout. For me, it probably produces this turn and puts a 3rd mech there too. Recipe just went there, but he's got tons of power. Does he have People's Army? No, but I can only reach him with 1 unit. Tons of power. Oh, he's not going to make a mech. He's got to keep his mechs together. Got to know to keep his mechs together, right? Can't suicide me. You giving me the game? Got 1 more move. What's he gonna do? Is he trying to force me to give him I don't know what he's doing. Move 3, there has to be the character for this guy. I mean, this is game for us, right? This is game. Ending it in turn 14. Good game, guys. Saxony Engineering in 14 turns. Oh, you have little faith, none. Oh, you have little faith. With 3 worst combos in the game right there. Feel good about that one. That was fun. Okay, we started with Rust Mechanical Night 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 different games. Won 3 of them. Placed second in 1. We got time for one more. How would you have stolen all my cards? Game's not responding right to me right now. Oh gosh. Blank. Okay. And none is Rusviet. Albion Patriotic. Sax Engineering. Albion Patriotic. Rust Mechanical. Gawa Innovative. Alright, at least we go second. Alright. Oh, I've already messed up. Should have traded oil first. Get 2 oil. That's what that is going to allow us to do, is to produce next turn, then move to the encounter and upgrade, and then produce again to get a get an enlist. And that way we'll already have 1 upgrade on our deploy. And we'll have our 2 combat cards, so we're not an early target for Saxony. Underpass. Got the triple produce to start for Rusviet Mechanical. That's pretty standard. Gawa's on Innovative. Oh, we didn't talk tier list. Gawa Innovative, B tier. Albion Patriotic, C tier. Saxony Engineering, F tier. Rusviet Mechanical, S tier. In the hands of a very good player, I will add. Alright, encounter, and don't forget to flag the village. He told himself. Gotta be this, right? What 2 resources? I think oil, or whether I get oil or metal, I'm going to end up trading for the other one. And place flag. Doing my best. Well, nothing wrong with second. Yeah. Right. It's a spirit. Nice guys finish second. No, I mean, Elo system makes second matter. In general, I feel like there's first and everything else. But I'll play for second because that's what the Elo system incentivizes. And there's our enlist. And there are our combat cards. Go, get ready. Oh gosh, Saxony with 2 mechs already. That, rushing them out with that engineering board. I don't think Tagawa's gonna get their encounter. I think Saxony totally takes it from them. Here's enlist number 1 out of Tagawa. Better drop a trap token, Tagawa. Nope. Going to regret that. At least I think you are. I mean, I think Saxony moves here. They probably don't attack Tagawa, but they can move here, bring the character there, and move this mech down and take the worker up to the village. And then they're on village and metal, which is where they want to be, and they've got 2 units here blocking Tagawa. Okay. They did part of that. I would have taken that worker to there, and I would have brought this worker here. They're just gonna... Are they gonna bring the worker up to the village with the 3rd move? Looks like they're staying on oil. Oh yeah, because they're probably planning on upgrading the deploy again, which they're actually going to get off the encounter if they want. I don't know about that. You have 1 oil. You have a guy on... Oh, I see. He's going to upgrade the upgrade. Let's see. $5:30 a.m., not my fault. Rusviet still doing what we kind of expect. I hope you get them 5s from my enlists. What do you do if you're Tagawa right here? Bolster? Solid. Saxony's gonna upgrade something. They might be going for the upgrade star. Hmm. We're going to trade for 2 oil. Then we're going to move 2 workers onto here. We're going to upgrade our produce and our deploy. Then we'll have 3 workers here. We'll have 1 worker here. And we can enlist, build a mech, enlist, build a mech, enlist, build a mech. Start racking up some coins and getting some bottom row actions. Whoa, here comes Tagawa. This is craziness. This is wild. Wow, did not expect that. Woo! Woo! Okay. Well, it's going to take Sax a while to get back there, but... He can move this turn. All right, we've got 3 moves. We need 2 workers on food. And let's take this encounter. And not forget to place a flag. Not forget to place a flag. Do we want 2 combat cards and 3 power? No, because we're gonna produce on this worker twice, which is gonna cost us a popularity. To get to 8 workers, our last 2 enlist is what we're gonna do. So we can't spend all our popularity. There's our flag. There's our upgrade. Produce. Deploy. Keeping up with Russ. Now we're gonna have some fun. Produce enlist, bolster deploy. Produce enlist, bolster deploy. Worker star, mech star, enlist star. We cannot, however, get the power star without an extra bolster at least. Foundations of the Empire. We don't want the worker yet. We're going to do it on our last 2 produce enlists. Russ gets his 2nd mech. No one can touch Russ this game. Saxon can't interfere with him. Gawa can't. We can't. Just all by himself over there. Saxony finally getting his own encounter. Saxony coming out on the board. Only 1 mech though. Far. So we're going to build 4 mechs. That's 3 times 4 is 12. We're going to get 2 power. We already got 2 power off our enlist. So that's 16. But we're going to have to produce twice more. How we doing, Russ? How we doing? We're tied. Hanging out. Now Russ is ahead with 1 more territory. See, he's moved 6 workers to the mountain. Now he can produce all the metal he needs for the last 2 mechs while using some of this food to get his 4th and final enlist. Doesn't need the wood. He's gonna take the wood anyway. Build what? A mine. He wants an easy way out. That puts us in reach of him suddenly. Well, him in reach of us is what I meant to say. No, we can't reach him through his mine. The double move we don't have. Saxony can't move this turn, but he can go get us the next turn. Which, honestly, I don't think we'd mind that much. Oh, misclick from Tagawa. Yes. Worker time. One of the last two enlists. Gonna get upgrades or buildings. Upgrades. Some coins. Look at us ahead. 33. Saxony's coming for us. It's okay though, it's gonna give us two more power. I think he is. I mean, Tagawa has a lot less power, but there's also a trap there. I could really see Saxony going either way with this. Nope, neither. Just gonna produce on a little economy game. Get rally. Two stars next turn. Ah, Russ is back in the lead. Russ Mechanical is just too strong, guys. Too strong. I like this strat, though. It's helped by the encounter, no question. But it's working well, I feel like. Nobi. Perhaps anticipating Saxony's going to knock him back. Base. Saxony gonna play the encounter game. And what's the third man of Sax? Wanna come give us some free power? Would like some power. So we'll pick up 6, 7, 8 points this next turn, so we'll get to 45. Oh, Saxony can get an enlist off of this. 2 food and 1 popularity. Yep. Gives us a combat card, which is nice. Could have taken the 3 food and then he would have had enough for 3 enlists, but maybe he's expecting to produce again anyway. So 1 more produce would give him enough for 4 enlists instead of just 3. All right. How about them apples, guys? Saxony have disarmed? They do. Oh, Rusvi's gonna come attack us. Come on, Russ. That's just mean. But we can get the Power Star now, maybe. Yeah. Definitely get the Power Star. Hmm. Yes, we lost the lead there. That's how balanced Rusviet is, right? He's got a mine and he can go from here to here. I could go from here to here, or here to here, or here to here when I get Burrow. I was gonna move in and list. Far away is third place. It's just me and it's just us and Rusviet right now. Get another upgrade out of Saxony. Definitely going for the upgrade star. Getting on 3 stars right now. Alright, there's 4 stars for Russ. Saxony is doing us a favor here, because Rusty is the only one who in this game who can, well, technically Tagawa, but he's forever away. Saxony can't river walk to there, but Rusty it can. We're safe up there. So we could produce again, but there's a good chance Rusty just takes our metal if we do that. He's at 2 pop. He'll totally take our metal. We need to trade for metal and put it where he can't get it. Alright, Saxony's still going for those encounters. He's left this spot. So what are we going to get? We're going to get the Power Star and the Mech Star. One worker and 3 wood. That's 7 workers for Saxony? Yeah, it is. That's enlist number 2. And this strat has been going well. Rusty just had something weaker. We're going to spread some. It's in the hunt, definitely. Saxony just moved. This is still a safe place to trade for a metal. Rusty's moving. Does that mean he's going to attack us? I think it might mean that. He gives us the power star if he does that. I mean, he doesn't really care about that at this point. He's up by 7 with that factory. Maybe we should have brought a mech here. I mean, I really wanted to mark the territory. But this means we can't attack there with multiple units. I mean, factory is probably Rustviet's anyway. But yeah, we're gonna spread out a little bit. Goes Sax. Sax is building a building. Any chance he'll build another one? Maybe. That would be nice. Get 2 metal, just in case the chance presents itself to get this, get all this coin down here in a dead turn. If we got something else, we'd be sorry if that happened. Russ has all the mechs, right? Russ is ending the game. Got 3 villages. Yep. Well, there it is. That's what we had earlier. We had mechanical Rustviets with 3 villages. And it was just as fast, maybe faster. Well played, none. I mean, we got 2 elo for that. 2nd place with Albion Patriotic. No shame there. Yeah, Hypnotic Poker, I'm actually going to call it a night. I think that's my last one for the night. But thanks for watching, guys. You're not following. And just so you guys know, if you have Amazon Prime and you link it to your Twitch account, you can get 1 free subscribe per month. And subscribing to the channel helps me out. So thanks for watching, guys. I will be definitely tomorrow night at 8 p.m. I'm playing in the final round of a tournament, and I'm not the one streaming it, but a guy named Ghost Wheel is going to stream it. I'll be playing in it. So he'll be streaming it and commentating on it, and I'm going to host his stream. So if you tune in about 20 hours from now, that's 8 p.m. Eastern time, you can watch me play in the final, even though I won't be on screen or talking or anything like that. But either way, have a good night, guys. Yeah, good game, None. Well played. Yeah, I'll be Hypnotic Poker. I will be hosting Ghost Wheel on my channel, so you'll see his stream if you tune into my stream. So that's how you can watch the game if you're so inclined. All right, guys, have a good night, and I'll catch you later.